Erica.
Hi, Erica. I'm Terry.
Nice to meet
It's
you.
nice to meet you.
Follow me in.
Thanks. Thanks for having the time to come.
Oh, no problem. You can sit anywhere you'd like.
Right here's okay?
Yep.
Okay.
It's perfect. I'll sit right across from
Okay.
you. All right. How are you?
I've had better days.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that you came in today then.
Thanks.
So, just to let you know, kind of before we get started, anything that's said between you and I is going to be confidential.
Okay.
Of course, unless it's if you're going to harm yourself or harm others. So,
Okay.
just to let you know that before we begin. And then I was also going to ask you if you would mind if I just took some notes to be able to remember what you said.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So, I saw that you were referred to us.
Mm-hmm.
Who were you referred by?
Well, I went to the church down the street and I talked to the preacher there for a little while, and he said that their church works a lot with you all, and especially with you, and so he thought it would be best if I came in and talked with you.
Okay. Awesome. And so, is it Norcross right down the street?
Yes,
Is that where-
Norcross United Methodist.
Perfect. Yes, I work with them a lot. So, all right. And what were you seeking help for?
Well, I am currently in an abusive situation, and I think it's to the point that I just need to leave. And to be honest, I'm afraid to leave because I just don't know what tomorrow brings and
Right.
all.
Well, that is a really scary situation, but it's really brave of you to step out and seek help. So
Thanks.
that's really awesome.
It's still scary.
It is scary. It's a scary time.
It is.
But you and I, we're going to be working together, and we're going to have a lot of other people that are here to support you. So
Mhm.
we can do it together.
Okay.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your relationship?
Well, we've been married for like 8 years, but we dated for 3 years, and we dated in high school, so it's been like an 11 years,
Mhm.
relationship.
And how long has the abuse been going on?
Well, I guess if I think about it and as I look back, there were times in our dating that he was abusive. Not all the time, and they were just little instances that happened here and there. But I just was in love, and I thought he would change, and I thought once we got married, I could change him, and that would be different. And so it really started then in our relationship.
Okay. So, 11 years is a really long time.
It is.
And do you have any children?
We do. We have a 7-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son.
Oh, so they're young.
They are.
Now, do they go to school?
My 7-year-old is in school, and my 3-year-old, he just does like a part-time preschool just to give him some exposure to other kids,
Oh, that's awesome.
because there isn't any kids in our neighborhood.
Right. Okay. So, are you working?
Well, yes, part-time, and it's about 15 hours a week.
Okay. And where do you work at?
Well, I work at Belk's, and I try to work on the weekends so that my husband can watch the kids, so we don't have to pay for daycare.
Mhm.
But sometimes I take some hours when my son is in preschool.
Okay. So, your husband, does he work as well?
He does. He's a mechanic.
Okay. And does he work full time?
He does.
Now, can you describe to me a little bit about your relationship at home currently?
Well, it's not good. It's just it seems like we're always fighting, we're always disagreeing, and there's a lot of verbal abuse, but the physical abuse is increasing.
Okay. And do you notice any triggers to when he's doing this?
Usually, when he drinks, if something breaks at the house and it's an unexpected bill, or the kids get sick and I have to spend money on medicine or the doctors. Um, he wants the kids to act a certain way when he gets home because he's tired from working. And if they aren't acting that way, it kind of triggers them too.
Right. Well, it sounds like a lot of the responsibility ends up falling on you
Yeah,
as far as the
pretty
kids
much.
go.
Pretty much.
Right? And that must be really hard to kind of have to do that on your own.
It's not easy.
Now, do you have any family that lives around?
My parents live on the West Coast, and my dad's health is pretty frail. And I try not to say anything to my mom because she just worries and she lives far away. And if it's real bad, sometimes I'll say something to her, but I try not to.
Mm-hmm. That's understandable. So it sounds like you have to carry a lot of that worry and stress on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So now when he's drinking
Mm-hmm.
and he's being verbally abusive or hitting, is he doing this to the kids as well, or is it just towards you?
Well, right now it's just towards me. He's gotten angry at our 7-year-old daughter, but most of it is it's all me right now. But the problem is the kids see it, and if the kids are in bed, they certainly hear it,
Right.
and that's not good for them.
Right.
It's just not a healthy environment.
And have they asked you about it?
They have the 7-year-old, but she's very careful what she asks because she doesn't want to upset me, and she never asks her father because she knows what would happen there.
Right. Understandable. So, are you looking to leave, or are you looking to move out? What are you kind of searching for?
Both.
Okay.
One, today he's been drinking a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I could tell he was starting to get agitated, and the things he was saying and all brought a lot of fear. So I felt like I needed to leave. So I just told him that we needed to run to the store, which that's not uncommon. But I know that when I left today, I was leaving.
Mm-hmm. So, are the kids with you?
They are. They're
Okay.
They're with their receptionist. She was so nice.
She is very nice.
Yeah, they had toys and she had a candy jar, and so they were like.
Okay, so it sounds like we have kind of a short window of time, right?
Yes.
Because you're out at the store.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just afraid he'll come out looking for me.
Right. And so I want to make sure that you're safe and that the kids are safe. And so that we kind of get everything figured out within this window as much as we can today. So what I want to do is we work closely with a women's shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a women's shelter or known anybody that went? Okay, so I'll give you kind of a little quick overview. So basically what it is it has beds, and it's going to have a bed for you and your children. They'll have their own. They provide meals, they provide, toiletries, essentials such as that. So I want to refer you to them tonight so that you can go there and you don't have to go back home. And then I kind of want to look over my list of resources because I want to make sure that you get all the necessary help that you need. So we kind of work with a lot of different organizations that I feel would be good. So I want to get in contact with them, and then I want us to meet up tomorrow. Does that sound good to you?
How long will it take us, though, to get, the plan worked out?
I am going to do my best to get in touch with all of them today so that we have a plan set up by tomorrow. Because in this situation, we can't waste time, obviously. So I'm going to make sure that I get in contact with them today, and tomorrow I'll have a plan set up for you so that we can kind of start taking those steps.
So in that shelter, are we in one great big room?
They're separate rooms, but you may have other women that are in there with you.
Are the kids close to me?
Yes, the kids will be with you. So they'll be able to stay with you. They'll stay with their mom. Sometimes it really just depends on how full the shelter is, and I'd be glad to give them a call and kind of figure out the dynamics before we go over there.
So, like, because there's not that many places here,
Mhm.
and I know that once he figures out that I've left, he'll start calling some of my friends. And I didn't tell my friends where I was going because I didn't want them to get caught in the middle.
Right.
But if he would happen to call like a shelter, are they going to tell him that I'm there?
No. Nope. Everything is confidential, so if he calls and he asks, they're not allowed to disclose any information, and he's not allowed to come in either. So you'll be protected, but I definitely want to make sure that you're not there very long, just because in case he does find out that you're there, I don't want you to be in any danger or your kids to be in any danger.
Okay.
So they do have a private room that we can meet in tomorrow. Are you thinking, what's a good time for you? Do the kids have school tomorrow?
My daughter does, but I'm not going to take her because he'll go to the school.
Okay.
So I'm just not going to take her to school tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we can definitely figure out a time that we can meet, whatever works for you, and then
Probably after breakfast.
after breakfast.
Maybe we can ask them when we go down there.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go talk to him together. Now, do you have things that you need for tonight? Do you have pajamas, clothes?
I didn't bring anything because if he saw me leave the house with all that,
Okay, so I have some resources that I can go to make sure that you guys have clothes. And like I said before, the shelter will take care of all the food and toiletries. So you'll be good on that. And then we can kind of go from there and figure out a plan. Does that sound good?
I think so. I just want to know how I can get back in my house and get some of my stuff. Would the police go with me?
We can work something out, or we can try to see what I can make happen. I can't promise that we're going to be able to go in there anytime soon, but I can do my best to try and figure out a way that we can get your stuff.
So what am I going to tell the kids tonight?
You can disclose however much or however little information you want to tell them. I know that you said that you hadn't really discussed it. Your daughter had asked some questions, right?
Right, but they'll think it's kind of weird staying with a whole group of people, But
Well,
I guess I can just say something.
Yeah, and you can always just tell them, you want to make sure they're safe and that you're going to go stay somewhere else tonight. And then once we get a case plan figured out and we have some things set in stone, you can kind of give them the information as you feel needed.
So, like, once I meet with you tomorrow, then are you done once you do the plan?
No, you and I will work with you. I'll walk with you every step of the way so that you're not by yourself and that you're not alone. And once we get these resources, we'll have some other organizations that are kind of working with us. But you are more than welcome to contact me anytime.
Even at 2:00 in the morning.
Even at 2:00 in the morning, you're more than welcome to. And so I'll be with you through the whole process. So you don't have to worry about that.
Well, I knew I had to do it, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I also knew it was going to be the best thing for my kids. So I guess we need to go there. But I don't have any. I don't have any gas.
Okay.
In my car.
I have some gas cards that I can give you.
And are you going to go with me down?
Yeah, I can drive. You can follow me there.
Okay.
And then we can go talk with them together so that you feel comfortable. And then obviously I'll leave for the night, and then I'll be back in the morning to talk with you more. So I just wanted to let you know that I think that it's really brave of you and really strong to be able to leave a situation like that. So even if you're scared, I think that's a really good step.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I guess we need to go take care of it.
Yes. Well, I'll go give them a call.
Okay.
And if you want to talk to your children or figure out anything that you need to do right now, and then we'll come back and we'll go ahead and head over to it.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.